Step 8 is design the title spread. In this template, the first 2 pages are completely blank. And that is because in Scientific American, the magazine this template is modeled on, the first 2 pages of most of their articles are a big title spread. So a big image and the title and maybe a little blurb about the article. So there's nothing here, which is so students can kind of create their own design. So I'm going to start by placing a large image across both of these pages. In the past, we've added images to already existing frames, but in this case, there is no frame. So I'm going to go to File and choose Place, choose my cover image, and you can see now it's just hanging off my cursor. To place it here, I'm going to go up to my top left corner of my page. I'm going to click and drag to create the frame that this box, the image, will live in, like that. Okay. And then I'm going to, you can see that my image is a little wider than my pages, so I'm going to kind of decide which portion of my image I want to appear on the page. And I've decided I like this part of the image and then this part to put my title on. If you press W on your keyboard, it gives you a print preview. In this case, it helps to show which portion of my image is showing on my title page. Now, once I'm happy with my image, I'm going to create a text frame for my title. I'm going to go to my type tool and create a large box down here for my title. The title is The Galaxy That Grew Up Too Fast. And you can see, you can't even see it now because it's so tiny. But I'm going to select this text and you go to my properties panel to apply my text styles. And I do encourage you and your students to choose a new font that doesn't already exist on your computer. You can get great fonts from the Adobe font library at fonts.adobe.com. It's a very large library of really great fonts that are available to anyone with an Adobe license. So you can go to Browse Fonts here, and then start browsing around for a font that you like. I eventually chose slab serif. I chose headings, things that were good for headings, and I wanted something that had a thick weight. I eventually decided on this Jubilat, and when you're ready to activate one of these fonts, you just find the little activate button to activate it. You can see that this is already activated on my machine. Once you've activated the font, it will be available to you in InDesign. So once I go to my font drop down, I can start to type the name of my font, Jubilat, and I can decide which style of the font I want, maybe the bold italic. I'm going to change my size to something much larger. Right now it's justified. I don't want it justified. I don't want a first line indent, and that's looking better. So I'm going to adjust my leading down and fix my typo. I think it needs to be a little bigger. That's looking good. Then I'm going to do the same thing for my blurb. Grab my type tool, drag out a box, and paste in my content, which is on the Word doc that's in your project files. I'm going to paste it here and then style that. I chose a very simple sans serif that comes in a light weight as a kind of good contrast to this text. And then I turned hyphenation off down here. All right, that's looking good. The next thing I want to do is I want to grab a color from my image to apply to my text. And I'm going to use the color theme tool here and click on my image, which will bring up this color palette. You can choose from the drop down which one you like. I like this bright palette. And then I'm going to click this button here to add it to my swatches. Then when I go back to my type tool and highlight this text, this fill color here is the color of my text. At the bottom here will be that theme I added, and I decided I liked this light tan. I'm going to also apply that same color to this blurb. You can see now that my title spread is looking pretty good.